Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for
The Natural Lifestyle Show.
I'm Billy.
I'm Angel.
We got Skylar, and Eliana's watching her show.
Yep, she's watching Cat in the Hat. Today we want to talk to you about a book that I read before I had Skylar, and it was a very good book, and I just want to share kind of like, I guess you'd call it a review or whatever, just talking about
review.
It's a book review. But it's called Guide to Childbirth by Anna May, and if you watch some of our other videos you'll remember she is a midwife. So I just want to tell you a little bit about the book, and I really want to recommend it to people who are women who are pregnant and their and the fathers, and I think everybody should read this book. Really, I really do. I mean, I wished I would have read it when I was a young lady. A younger lady.
Oh.
When I was a younger lady, I wish I would have read it.
Brownie point.
But I just think that this book is like, it just opens people's eyes to what life really is, because the world we live in, things are just portrayed in such a way that I think most of the time we don't really know what is really real and what, you know, is natural, and you know, so.
And if you don't research it, you're just going to be blind to it.
Yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about this lady Anna May. She spent 30-something years as a midwife in a vegetarian community called The Farm. And so she has had a lot of experience in delivering babies. And basically this book starts off as, it just dives right into it. It dives into stories, story after story after story of natural birth. It pretty much starts off with, it gives a little bit of their background, and then it tells how they came to the farm community and to use Anna May and the other midwives and the actual birth process. And it really, when I read it, I was about 7 or 8 months pregnant, and it really kind of can freak you out if you're not familiar with natural birth, or, you know. But that's a good thing, because sometimes, you know, being shocked is a good thing. And the stories are just very, very graphic. And there's some pictures. So, yeah, it's just a way to really, really wrap your brain around what birth really is.
Basically, it snaps you back in reality.
Well, probably put you there like you've never been there before. Unless you're familiar with this stuff and you've been through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really, I mean, I guess you're right, it does snap you back, because it's what it is. It's how God created it. It's just, it is reality. We just mostly don't know it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they tell stories of, I mean, let me see some that stand out in particular. One particular story was a husband and wife who were actually both doctors. They were both doctors who delivered babies. They went to school to deliver babies. And they told about, they wanted to do it naturally, and so they went to her and did it naturally. And they told about, in their experience, how when they went to medical school, they're trained to see problem after problem after problem. And Anna May and her other midwives are trained to just see the natural process of it. And of course they're equipped, if there is a problem, they have a nearby emergency room they send the people to. And also they have some things like, if there's a woman hemorrhaging or whatever, they have the Pitocin to give as a shot. I mean, they're equipped to deal with some emergencies. And she has never lost anyone, you know, had any deaths, you know, in her delivery, which says a lot, because she's done a lot of deliveries. Basically, if you're not high risk and you work with your body and you have people who know the process, it's really, you know, a beautiful thing. And I mean, it's so cool, because she tells the birth, and then after the birth they have like a room there, like a birthing room or whatever, and they just leave the family there that night. And it's the way it's supposed to be, you know. It's not all this medical intervention and all these machines and hooked up. It's just, you know, going through the process, having the baby, and then being able to enjoy the baby without, you know, they're just saying basically that it's possible to do it natural and not medicalized, and they show actually how to do that. And another thing is they told the story of, I forget what country this was in. I want to say Vietnam or somewhere. I can't remember. But they had been doing midwives for a long time. And then the obstetric doctors kind of start taking over.
Mm-hmm.
And they did, at that time they weren't being clean and they weren't washing their hands and stuff like that, because years and years ago they didn't do that, and a lot of ladies died because of that. And so by word of mouth they knew that that was not a good place to give birth. So a lot of these women would rather have given birth just like on their own than go there, and they did. They told the story of this one man who was out there. He told the story of this woman. She just laid down in the grass and gave birth, like out there where he was at. I mean, she just stopped what she was doing, just laid down, had the child, and she was done. You know, it's just like, and
wow.
I found that very interesting. They're just really used to doing this. I mean, in the cultures where there is natural birth, they're just used to doing it.
Yeah.
America's so different. But, you know, it's just really cool to read that. I hope everybody gets a chance to pick that up. Yeah, this is like one of the books that I highly recommend for everybody. I know I've said that before, but it's really, really true. And one thing that she really, really kind of tries to cement in people's minds in this book is that women's bodies, you know, are born with this ability. This is the way God created us. And one of her favorite quotes is, "Your body is not a lemon," because a lot of people worry about it and things like that. But she says your body is not a lemon, so just trust it, and there you go.
Basically, your body knows what to do. It was designed that way.
It is. It's a beautiful mystery. It really is. So I just wanted to share that with you, and like I said, check out that book and tell everybody that you know to check it out, because I think people really need to change the way they think about this type of thing. And change, you know, their mentality of, I can't do it, because it's, you know, everybody gives you a way out about not doing it these days. But, you know, you can do it. And education.
People did it for centuries.
Yes. And education is the key. It really is. And support. Education and support. Because, you know, she's not the only midwife there, which even if she was, she could do what she's doing. But it's kind of interesting. They're a little bit different in that when somebody's giving birth, they'll call other midwives in. So in a lot of the birth stories, you'll see like about several midwives.
Wow.
And they really interact and support each other on a very intimate level, and in ways that you'll only understand if you read the book. So.
A bunch of heads are better than one, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's really cool. I don't think you'll find a better book about this subject. But we're fixing to make some more videos, because like we told you, we're trying to get back in the swing of this, and we're really enjoying it.
Swing, 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 melody.
And I'm sorry little guy was upset. You know how it is.
He's smiling right now.
Yeah, he's a little boss. He wanted Daddy to walk him around, but this is a good compromise, I guess. But we'll be seeing you really soon. Please sign up for all of our social media down below. Please check us out on our Facebook group called Living the Natural Life. And we'll be seeing you really soon. And subscribe to this YouTube channel. And please like our videos and share them.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.